What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Vivid. We back with another video, and in this video I'll be cooking up a chill R&B beat for you guys, and I just dropped some new merch. If you want to support the channel, I'll truly appreciate it. Also, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. Now let's get into the video. All right, so I'm gonna start off with some chords. I just laid down some chords. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna strum the keys a little bit, the guitar a little bit, so it can sound more natural. And the way you do this is by Alt S, and it allows you to strum it. So yeah, let's see. I'm liking it so far. So that's the chords. What I'm gonna do now is add a counter melody, probably using a guitar, or just go through some sounds and see what I like. All right, so now I'm gonna add a counter melody for this chord progression, and I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy. I'm gonna keep it simple because most R&B beats are simple. It's mostly about the singer, so I'm gonna just keep the counter melody simple and open enough for somebody to sing along with it. All right, so I'm liking how it sounds so far. Now I think I might add some background vocals, something ambient, something to like fill the space in, or maybe I'll just throw a pad. All right, guys, so I just found some arcade vocal chops that I like, and I'm gonna add them so it could create more of an ambient feeling and more depth to it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and record that right now. All right, so I'm liking it so far. Smooth R&B, real sad kind of vibe. I don't know what artists I could hear on this. I could hear a bunch of R&B artists on this. Particularly, it's not one artist specifically, but this beat's gonna go so far. So now I'm gonna just probably add another melody or just get straight to the drums. All right, so now I'm gonna add a sine lead from Hybrid as more of a way to give it more depth and make it sound more fuller. All right, so I just added some. I just added this lead. Now let's see how it sounds. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna mix the guitar, the counter melody, and the vocals so it could sound more R&B-ish, if that makes sense. I'm gonna add, you know, some filters and stuff to it so make it sound a little bit more better than what it sounds now. Because right now, to me, it kind of sounds a little too clean. So I'm gonna go and, you know, gritty it up some more. All right, guys. So I decided to go ahead and add a bass guitar from Flex. It's a pack called Essential Bass Guitars. I used the Attempted Bass Dynamic. It's pretty good bass guitar. I like how it feels. I also like Flex, the actual VST, because it's a dope stock VST on FL Studio if you have FL Studio 20 updated. So this is how the bass guitar sounds like. So I kept it simple. I didn't do too much to it. Yeah, as you can see, I kept it simple. I didn't do too much. I just wanted to keep it as open as possible for whoever decides to rap or sing on this beat. And also I use a bass guitar because most R&B beats use bass guitars, and I love bass guitars. I just love the way it feels. I just love the feeling that it creates when using it in R&B beats or whichever beat style you want to use it in. So now let's go to the mixing part. So as you can see, for the piano, I added some RC20, EQ'd some Valhalla Vintage Verb, and doing a little bit on Fruity Reverb. I threw a little bit of Fruity Reverb with the counter melody. I pretty much basically did the same thing, EQ, reverb, and I used Pancake to pan it from left to right. And then for the vocals, I use Fruity Love Filter, some RC20. I EQ some of the lows and highs, and then I added a reverb, a tight reverb, nothing too crazy. I pretty much kept it simple. Now let's hear how it sounds together. So yeah, it's sounding good so far. So now I think I'm done with the melody. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the drums. All right, guys. So I added a snap for a more authentic R&B feel, and this is how it sounds. So yeah, I'm liking the snap so far, and I think I'm gonna add some more elements to it, and I'm just gonna go through some drum sounds and see what I like. All right, so I now went ahead and added a filtered snare, which creates a more R&B feel, and I'm gonna play it for you guys so you guys can hear. So as you can see, we getting there. We getting to the R&B vibe, and it's already sounding pretty good so far. So I'm probably gonna add some hi-hats to it, some more elements that's gonna make the beat stand out a little bit more. All right, guys. So I added a couple more things. I added a snare to layer the snap on every other snap, and I added kind of like a hi-hat clink kind of sound, and I added an open hi-hat. But I'm gonna go through each one of these sounds, and then I'm gonna play them all together at the end. So the first is the layered snare, and this is how it sounds. And then I added the clank to it, and this is how it sounds. So what I did is I removed the clank whenever the snap hit, or the snap in the snare, because it creates like more of a groove where it just like, it's just more of a more bouncier groove when you do stuff like that. And then I added an open hi-hat. Now I think I'm gonna add some hi-hat accents and, you know, just play around with it a bit, add more of a groove to it. All right, so I now added some hi-hats, and this is how it sounds. So yeah, I like it so far. The bounce is there. I like the way it feels. I like the way everything sounds together. And so now I think I'm gonna add a kick. All right, guys, so I added a kick, and I kept it real simple. I didn't want to do too much with the kicks. I just wanted to keep it simple, keep the vibe there, you know, just keep the bounce real clean and simple. And yeah, this is how it sounds. So yeah, like I said, kick is real simple and it hits the way I want it to hit. It sounds really nice. So now what I think I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna throw in a sub bass. All right, guys, so I found a sub bass that I like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the kick to the sub bass, but before that I also turn down the delay, the attack, and only increase the hold so I can have control of the sub bass. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna match the sub bass to the root notes. So yeah, I like how it sounds. I think that's pretty much all the drum sounds I'm gonna be using for this beat. I already have enough things I can use. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go put the drums into the mixer and mix it down from there, and then go and arrange the beat. All right, guys, so I just finished mixing down the beat, and what I pretty much did was EQ out the harsh sounds that I didn't want on each drum and added some soft clipper and some reverb. I don't really do too much to my drum sounds when it comes to mixing it. I just like to level it and take out unwanted negative frequencies that I don't want in there, and add some reverb and some soft clipper, and sometimes I add other little effects, but for the most part that's what I did on pretty much every single one of them. And yeah, for this one, for the clearing, I added a low filter, so create like a more background effect rather than it being in your face. I want it to be more in the background. Yeah, this is how it sounds together. Everything mixed down. so that's pretty much how it sounds so far. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and arrange the beat. I appreciate you guys for watching. It means a lot to me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. More videos to come. It's your boy Vivid, and I'm out.
Vivid on the track. Vivid on the track.